built under the orders of William, Duke of Normandy, King of England. This is the gatehouse, and it's on the battlefield site, Field of Hastings. Top of the hill, the English positions. At the bottom of the hill was the Norman positions. In 1066 the Normans landed what is now called Norman's Bay. Under the flags of William, Duke of Normandy and the Roman Pontiff. A crusade was mounted because of the oath-breaker Harold Godwinson breaking his treaty which he swore on sacred objects before William, Duke of Normandy, that he would support William in his claim to the crown. He went back on his promise and stole the crown himself of England. William raised an army, and in 1066 they met on this field. Here's an excellent view of the Field of Hastings, place where the battle took place. In 1066, thousands of soldiers on either side locked in stalemate. The afternoon brought a new offensive, new tactics from William, Duke of Normandy, against Harold Godwinson's army. It was sneaky. It was intended to deceive, but it was the Saxons themselves that gave William the idea. When his assault by the Brittany troops failed, and they retreated in disarray, the Saxon wall broke as a band of soldiers pursued the retreating Normans, which they had moments earlier routed, leading to their own destruction. With that in mind, William decided to do it under controlled circumstances, to trick the Saxon army into thinking that they were retreating again. And it worked. He tested it, and then he tried it for real. And the shield wall broke as the Saxons broke away from their commander and charged down what they thought were the retreating Norman army, only to once again be slaughtered. Thus the shield wall was broken, the shield wall was weakened, and Harold Godwinson had to compensate by weakening the wall. Thus the English were even more exposed to the infantry, and most importantly the longbows of the Norman archers. Of course, it wasn't the same archers as fought at Agincourt. The bows were not as strong, to be developed later, but however, when fighting uphill against a weakened shield wall, as we can see from here, they proved immensely effective. This time the shield wall wavered. Howard Godwinson, according to tradition, took an arrow in his eye. It is said that there is no evidence for this. However, in the Bear Tapestry there is a character with an arrow in his eye, and above him embroidered the words "Mort," dead. And that's how the legend of Harold and his eye was born. In the evening, Harold's mistress searched through the bodies and identified the body of Harold, the usurper, King of England, and it was by marks known only to her on his body, birthmarks, etc., that he was identified. The Normans won Hastings and changed the face of Britain forever. England, though besieged by many nations, would never be invaded again. My ancestors fought on the field of Hastings. Of 7 families in the United Kingdom that can trace their direct lines back to 1066. This battle, the Trivets and the various forms of the spelling of the name, are one to 7. You won't be able to see this, but this says the traditional site of the High Altar of Battle Abbey, founded to commemorate the victory of Duke William on the 14th of October 1066. The High Altar was placed to mark the spot where King Harold died, where they obviously found his body. This is it. This is the spot where legend says Harold received an arrow in his eye. And we go. The hill where the English shield wall almost indeed kept England Anglo-Saxon.